Hello and welcome back to Super Spurs with me, DJM FM. This is episode 8, I believe, episode 8. Today's matchup will be playing against Arsenal in the Premier League. Obviously, massive game for both clubs involved, but for me, I'm wanting to get a victory to really prove that we can take on the top four. Because although we are still sitting in third position at the moment, I'll go to the schedule in a moment and show you the reason why I'm feeling a little bit sort of uneasy with some of the big games that we're playing against. But before we get into that, I thought I'd do the Europa League first knockout round draw. You'll be able to see it on the screen here, because we're one of the teams that are seeded, because we finished in top of our group. So it'll be interesting, as I said, to see who we get. So let's do a couple of draws in here, hoping for an easy tie so I can continue to play some of the youngsters. Dynamo, interesting. Let's have a look in terms of some of the players that they got on their team. Yeah, a couple of recognisable names in there. Enriquez, who used to play for Manchester United's in there. Coric, youngster. Oh, if he was English, what a signing that would be. So yeah, that's going to be an interesting matchup. I'm quite looking forward to that. So yeah, but as I said, we'll have to see how we get on in terms of that. Let's just automatically do the rest of the draw. Could have been a lot harder, so I'm relatively happy with that. So that game we'll probably bring to you live at some stage, but that's not until later on in the series, until around about February, March. But as for today's game, obviously against Arsenal, you'll see that since the Manchester City game, again, sort of a mixed results. We beat Young Boys 2-0. We're really struggling in this game. Brought on Harry Kane and Song just to bring on some sort of experience into the team. And automatically, within about 10 minutes, we've got 2 goals in the last 5 minutes. Harry Winks got himself another goal. Really impressive how he's doing at the moment. Played against Sunderland and won 4-1. Harry Kane was on absolute fire. He gave Wes Brown, who seems to be man-marking him the entire game, he gave him an absolutely horrid afternoon. So really impressive Harry Kane there. And then this goes back into what I mentioned at the beginning of the video. We're coming up against the big teams, and for some reason, the tactic, or just I'm not really sure at the moment. We're not clicking when it comes to playing against the bigger teams. Song got us into an early start. Dele Alli had a really good game in that, but the defence again just let us down, and Liverpool ended up winning 2-1, so that was really disappointing. We then drew against FC Steaua in our last final Europa League group matchup, and as you'll be able to see from here, if I go back into Group B, we ended up quite comfortable in the end, qualifying from the group, but I would have liked a win on the final match. We then won 3-2 against West Brom. Really good game. They made it a lot harder for us than it should have been, but Zach Clough, once again, getting himself a hat-trick. He's doing really well this season. I'm impressed with him. But we put out sort of a weakened team. Well, not really, yes, a weekend plus the youngster team against West Brom, because I want the main team fit and ready and raring to go against Arsenal. So you'll be able to see that they're sitting in 7th at the moment. So we are quite a way ahead of them. It's 8 points ahead of them. But this is one of the teams that you would expect to be in the top 4. So I'm hoping for a good result. As I said, it is away from home, so it'll be very interesting to see how we get on. But I'm just going to skip a couple of days forward now with you guys here, just so you can see the actual Arsenal game live. So just a question in the meantime whilst the page is loading up on here, just to see how you're enjoying the series so far. You'll be able to see, if you follow me on Twitter, I'm updating quite on a regular basis about how much I'm enjoying doing the saves. So I appreciate any comments that you guys want to leave me in the section below, just to let me know how you're enjoying it. When it comes to the actual game itself, I'm going to sort of pre-select the team as well, but we'll get there in a minute. So I'm just going to go through all of this. I'm not going to do a press conference. I barely do my press conferences. I normally leave them to the assistant manager, just so that they can do that. Oh no, this is interesting. Demarai Gray. I've decided to sign him. He was placed on the transfer list because he wants to move to a bigger club. £5 million. He's English, 19 years old. I'll just click on him here. You can see he's got good dribbling, good pace, technique's good, flair is good. I really, really want to push him forward. Put him either on the left or the right wing. Probably on the left to replace Townsend. And really just, he's English, and that's the whole point of the series, and I really want to develop him, so that's just going to be confirmed. So that's something I wasn't expecting to see. I didn't think it was going to go through, but as of January the 1st, he will be a Tottenham player, and he will be in the team. So what do you guys think of that? I said, let me know in the comment section. I've played with him 2 or 3 years in the future, and he gets to be quite a decent player, but I haven't seen him when he's in his prime, sort of 24, 25. So, if you've ever managed Demarai Gray, let me know either on YouTube or on Twitter how good he can potentially be. So, still 1 day away from the game. Now looks like today's the matchup. So we are the televised game for Wednesday night. Just skip past through all of these. And let's go into selecting the team. So we're going to go with, we'll pick Hugo Lloris in goal, Garrett on the bench. It's going to be Trippier, Alderweireld, Galloway, and Danny Rose. And we'll put Dyer defensive mid, Young Vertonghen and Kyle Walker on the bench. Dele Alli centre midfield, Lamela on the left. And let's see who else we've got. Obviously, Son goes onto the right. No problem with that. He's probably been my standout player so far this season. Harry Kane goes up top with Zach Clough on the bench. Really haven't got much options to play in the centre, have we? It's not like I could even play Dele Alli. I'll put my Ryan Mason in to begin with. Fitness-wise, there's a bit of a concern, but we'll see how far he gets. Winks and Clinton. Bentaleb's not fair enough. I'm going to put Dazelle on the bench. He can come on and replace Ryan Mason. Set Harry Kane as a target man. So, right, let's get into today's game. We've wasted enough time. Let's see how we get on against Arsenal. Let's jump straight into it. They're playing Joel Campbell up front. Interesting choice. Chamberlain, Cazorla and Ozil. Coquelin and Ramsey. Monreal, Kashima. Yeah, it was a pretty good team in all honesty. I'm going to say nobody expects us to get as well. Seem quite relaxed about the game. And let's start the matchup. Normal thing, going to start off in attacking. Really want to have a go at Arsenal in the first few minutes, and then we'll dictate the game from there. Want to put us into a controlled or maybe standard after the first 10-15 minutes, but just see how the game's going. We'll be able to tell from the statistics on the left hand side. Yeah, so not much in terms of possession early on in the game, and the first attack of the game goes to Arsenal, but Danny Rose clears the ball, Debussy intercepts, and now it looks like Arsenal are going to be attacking with Ramsey. Mesut Ozil, absolute class player in real life. I've seen him play live this season for the team. Chamberlain. 10 minutes in, we're 1-0 down. It's not what I wanted to click on. And now it's going to take forever loading up the highlight. Really bad start, and again this run of being against teams who are at the top of the table continues. It's still trying to load the highlight, and I'll be able to skip past this in just a moment. But in terms of the actual game itself has been all Arsenal. We're going to switch to standard, and I'm going to say instructions, retain possession. Galloway's just had a header at the back post. It looks an Arsenal clear. So that's our first chance of the game, and it's been a clearance made. Ryan Mason is really struggling for fitness. I'm going to have to look at that at half time. But the team are just not really getting much into the game. So possession's picked up now. We've gone back to a standard formation. Retain possession is obviously clearly working. What can we create now? So Ryan Mason plays out to Song. He's got Trippier off to the right of him, but he looks like he's going alone. Harry Kane! He's one of our own. He's one of our own. Oh, Harry Kane. He's one of our own. I'm not a Tottenham fan, just for the record, but it's got to be Son. It's got to be Son. Song on the right-hand side again. Absolutely class from the young man. And Joel Campbell. Oh, Chamberlain. Good shot by Hugo Lloris in goal to make the stop. Absolutely incredible. And it's still 1-1. Harry Kane has brought us back into the game, but it's all about Song on the right-hand side, creating the chances once again. Ryan Mason is really struggling for fitness. If we can just hold on to half-time, just so he can go and become approach. Oxlade-Chamberlain has a good shot, but Lloris is making a save again, having an absolutely outstanding game of football. I think, based on how Arsenal are doing, they seem to be creating a lot more chances than us. I'm just going to say that I'm really happy, boys. Keep it going. They seem happy. Galloway can play defensive mid. No, you know what? This might be a risk, and this could completely backfire. But I am going to play Harry Winks in the middle. Show me what you can do, lad. Show me what you can do, Harry. Dele Alli's going to play as a roaming playmaker. Winks is the box-to-box midfielder. Eric Dyer is going to continue to sit and hold. They're getting too much space in the middle. They're creating too many chances. So I'm hoping to nullify that with another player there. Just as I say that, Aaron Ramsey scores. 2-1 again. Mesut Ozil with the ball in. Ramsey with a shot. This time Hugo Lloris doesn't act quick enough. And it just goes into the top corner. So we're 2-1 down with 30 minutes to go. Galloway's not having a good game. May have to look at that in a moment. But is really changing the defence going to get us back into this game? We need an attacking substitution. Song's not playing particularly great, although he did get the assist. So, right, 20 minutes to go. Let's go to control. Let's get our passing to be more direct. Continue with the early crosses. Let's keep on that. What sub are we going to make? What are we going to do? Let's put Clinton on for Song. Put pace against him. And just try and go at it for the last few minutes. 10 minutes, between 5 and 10 minutes left, and we still haven't got a goal. I'm going to be making a sub. In for sub. Lamella's off injured. This is not what we want. But Zach Clough's going to come on. And this is a risk. Zach Clough's going to go on as a poacher. Clinton's going to go up top as an advanced forward. I'm going to say pump the ball into the box. We're going to go attacking. Route 1 up to Harry Kane. No early crosses. I'm just going to say we've gone route 1. Prevent the short cross. Sometimes closing down. Defence has got to play slightly higher. We've got to go for it. We have to go for it. We're 2-1 down. In for sub at the end there. Zach Clough's coming on. Can he get us a goal? Can Clinton get us a goal? I don't care who scores it. I just want a goal. I've done all I can. in terms of substitutions. So Trippier's got the ball, but Arsenal intercept. This is not good. Galloway heads it away, but there's nobody there to pick up the ball. But Debussy now, he's taken it past Dele Alli. He's played it back to Ramsey with the ball over the top and out. Oxlade-Chamberlain has sealed the win for Arsenal. For goodness sake. I did all I could. I pushed men forward. I stuck 3 up top. Probably left us exposed at the back. But when you're 2-1 down in the local derby, you've got to go for it. And that's full time. So, I'm not pleased. I'm not. No comment. Sod off, reporters. We're down to 5th. West Ham beat Norwich 2-1. They go above us. So for the first time this season, we are outside of the top 4. Eric Lamela is out injured for a month. The fans are disappointed. You're disappointed. I'm disappointed. Let's clear the team. No time to rest though. Our next game is against Stoke. Yeah, there's nothing. We can't do anything. We can't do anything about it. Who should we play in the next game? I think the next match we'll do, because I won't play this directly, against Stoke. We'll do the away match on the 28th. There's a lot of tough games coming up now in a short period of time. Busy Christmas period. We'll join you for the Stoke away match to see how we've recovered from that disappointing game against Arsenal. We've got 2 home games. 6 points is an absolute must if we're to try and continue to break into the top 4. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. We've had the Europa League draw. We've made a signing. We've had a local derby. Please hit that like button. Share the video around as much as you possibly can. Subscribe to the channel. That would be absolutely fantastic. Follow me on Twitter. All of my details will be in the description below. And until next time, adios.